Hi guys, it's Kenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to make a little announcement video and just letting you guys know what I'm going to be doing next season. Before I get to the video, just a little promo, and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Mackenzie Davis with the Z at the end, because you guys would have found out earlier. Also, if you guys are interested in a handmade leotard from me, I make leotards on noeldancewear.com. A lot of you guys know from my previous vlogs, for the past 2 years I was a trainee and I was an apprentice in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I had a really amazing educational time there. It was so hard, but it was really rewarding in terms of progressing in dance and my performance abilities and my confidence. But my time there did come to an end. I was auditioning places, ended up at a new company. I'm gonna just tell you guys where I'm going, and then I'll get into how I got there and my whole audition process. I did get a company contract and I will be joining the corps de ballet of Golden State Ballet in San Diego. It is going to be their 3rd season, so it's crazy to be with a new company. I think it's gonna be really exciting. I'm really excited to live in such a beautiful city. I'm also not going there alone because my boyfriend is going as well. And we're gonna be dancing together in the same company, and I think it's just gonna be really great, and I'm so excited for this new chapter in my life. It just feels good, it feels right. It's very stressful right now because I'm not in it yet and we need to find an apartment and everything like that, but yeah, I'm really excited. I'm hoping that this can be my home for a good while because I don't love moving around. I kind of like to stay in one place and make it a home. So let me tell you guys about my audition process last year. I vlogged a little bit of it, but not a lot. So I sent in my video auditions to literally so many places. I don't know if companies just weren't doing video auditions, but I barely got any emailed back, yes or no. I barely got any emails at all. So I don't know if companies just weren't really digging the video audition. They were doing more in-person auditions, or if they just didn't have any spaces available. I don't really know, but that was fine. I went to Cincinnati Ballet audition. It went so well. It was fun. The ballet portion was a little meh. I was ooh. The contemporary version, we did a William Forsythe variation, and I literally had the time of my life. I was living, and it was so much fun. And then the artistic director called a few numbers back, and I was one of them, so I was okay, this is going well. And she basically said that she liked my contemporary and would be looking into me being in the second company. But of course I knew that was not a they called back so many people, I knew that wasn't gonna be a for sure thing, but I was at least that's nice that I'm considered, and I feel I did good in the audition. I think ultimately they just said they didn't have any contracts. They have so many people auditioning for their company, so I was okay, yeah, whatever. And then I auditioned for Richmond Ballet in Richmond, Virginia, and this was in the point of my life where I was just really lonely and honestly kind of just wanted to live with my family. I wanted to kind of move back home a little bit. So Richmond, Virginia was a little bit up there on my want to be list because it was from the area I was kind of from. I'm from Maryland, so I was okay, Virginia is a little bit more okay, I'm back home, I feel better. So I auditioned, and I felt they really liked me there in that audition, and also got kept for the contemporary portion, and I felt I did really good. But ultimately then they did not offer me anything, which I wasn't too devastated about. I just was scared because at that point I didn't have anything. It was really hard for me to go to in-person auditions. I was supposed to go to Charlotte Ballet and Pittsburgh Ballet Theater audition, but I couldn't do those because of the schedule of my Grand Rapids ballet schedule. Yeah, there was a bit of time where I was don't know what to do. I didn't just cry about it. I mean, I did cry about it, but also I knew I was gonna be okay. I knew something was gonna happen. So I started searching on the internet, and I just started sending myself into random places that I didn't want to before, but I was I have to do what I have to do, you know what I mean? So I sent in my stuff to Dayton Ballet, Fort Wayne Ballet, random places that I didn't necessarily want to before. So, oh, I also sent my stuff to like City Ballet of San Diego because I knew that my boyfriend had an offer with Golden State Ballet, and so I really wanted to stay together because with my ex we did long distance, and I don't think it's worth it. I don't like long distance. That's not the life that I want, so not the relationship that I want. So I really wanted to like keep us together like as much as possible. So I was like, okay, let me like, because I don't have any offers, so let me just like send in my stuff to City Ballet. So Fort Wayne got back to me and they gave me an apprenticeship, but it was an unpaid apprenticeship. I wasn't like too hyped about what I've heard about the company, but I was like, okay, this is something. Like, this is something. Like, it's a step down because I wouldn't be getting paid, but it's still something. And yeah, so I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about having to quit, so that's fun. And then City Ballet of San Diego kind of got back to me. I think he does this to a lot of dancers. He wants them to come and audition at the summer intensive and basically spend your money to go to the summer intensive, and then if he likes you, then maybe he'll make you an unpaid apprentice. Seems like a lot of work to do for an unpaid position, but I was willing to do it because I didn't have any plans for the summer, and I was like, okay, like I would do that. Like, I would go to San Diego for the summer, see if anything comes out of it. I was gonna go to San Diego for the summer intensive, and if nothing came out of it, I was going to sign the Fort Wayne Ballet apprenticeship. And then here's where Golden State comes in. So my boyfriend was doing one of their last productions with them last season, and I was like, I think he was like, oh, why don't you just send your stuff in and see if they need anybody, need any women for this last production. I think at this point I didn't know if I was gonna be in Grand Rapids or not, so I sent my stuff and I was like, if you want to need any other women, like, because I thought it would be fun to like do something over the summer. I don't really know where I was trying to head from there, but yeah. So then a couple weeks go by and I like completely forgot about it because I kind of just thought it was a lost cause and like I was unneeded. So but then, dude, okay, so one of these days I have really bad anxiety and I have been going through like stressful times in my life. So I was just like kind of like hugging my boyfriend and crying about how I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know if we're gonna end up together, and so this sucks because like it's a new relationship that I just like really cherish and value, and I like really just don't want to be miles and miles away from you. So I was crying a little bit. He gets a phone call and he's just talking, and I can tell that it's the director of Golden State Ballet, and I heard my name and I heard him say like she like so many times, like, and I'm in my room like on my bed like just eavesdropping, and my heart is literally like jumping out of my chest. Like I'm so nervous. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, so basically then he hung up and told me that he was interested in me for like a company position, not even like one production, like a guesting or whatever, but he wanted me to like audition like for real. And so then we got so excited, so it was like a full like 180. I was like really sad and then I was like really happy. And yeah, and so then I like book a flight like a few days after that, and then I go to San Diego, and then I take class there for a little bit, and then I take class with the artistic director, and I felt like I did literally awful. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just like the stress and the jet lag. I felt awful, like body wise, physically, and mentally I was just not confident. Don't know why, but just like wasn't. Especially dancing in a new place, it's hard to like have that confidence. I don't know why. So then and especially when you know that you're being looked at, I was like, oh. So but yeah, and then we just had a meeting, and then he just offered me a company contract, and I was literally like, so that was the little story. I am super excited to start dancing again. It's been way too long. The summer has been so long and I just can't wait to see like what my future dance career holds and what the company holds. Like again, it's so cool to be a part of a company that is so new because you really like don't know how much it's gonna grow. Whereas like if you're with an established company, it's kind of like they're already at where they're at, you know what I mean? Like there's not much growing that can happen. And I'm also just excited to explore a new state and city. We start in October, so I still have a little bit longer to go until I start, but I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about this. I'm super excited. So I guess I will be making a lot more content for you guys, and I will see you guys in San Diego very, very soon. Subscribe and like this video if you guys want, and I will see you guys in the next one.